Alright, here's my survival Minecraft mod pack for 1.21. So most of these mods are just vanilla plus mods. I didn't want to stray too far away from the base game, but I just felt like adding a bit of that. So the first thing that I wanted to add was shaders, so I used Iris shaders for that. And then, of course, we need a high render distance, so I used distant horizons to get these awesome view distances. It's just crazy. And the shader of choice was Bliss Shaders. It doesn't look as nice, but it does have the best fog and volumetrics out of any shader I've known. Anyways, now on to the real mods. So I have it right here in the mod menu. To start off, we have 3D skin layers. This just makes skins pop a bit more. It's just a great mod to have. You don't notice it until you don't have it. Advancement plaques, it makes just a very nice sound whenever you get an advancement. So for example, if I want to get some obsidian, and then I'll get the advancement, and then it'll pop up right there above with a nice sound, and that just makes it actually feel like an advancement when you get an advancement. Next to the ambient sounds, this is such a great mod. It adds waves when you're on the seashore, or wave sounds rather, and such as birds in the forest, just so many different things. This apple skin mod is great. So if I go into survival, I only have a few hearts, and of course I need to eat. So when I go to the steak, it shows how much the steak will refill me and how many hearts I will gain from that. Boom. There you go. Next mod is auto sprint fix. So all this mod does is just if you die, it continues to hold your toggle sprint. Better clouds, it just adds some nice clouds. It doesn't work with all shaders, but it's nice when you're not playing with shaders. Better hidden chat. So if you're playing on a PvP server or on a survival server, any type of server, but you want to still be able to send commands, but you don't want to see everyone's bloat that they put in the chat, then this mod is for this. This better ping display is awesome. When you press tab, it shows an actual number of milliseconds by each person's name. Better statistics screen. Lots of people recommend this. I haven't really found a use for it. Better third person is awesome. So I'm in third person mode right now, and I can rotate all the way around the character, and it's just, it doesn't seem like much. It doesn't stray too far from vanilla, but it's just awesome. Alright, next one is better F3. This one changes the F3 menu into a more colorful and readable version of the current one. So it just makes it a bit nicer, and I should probably configure it so I only get what I want, but I haven't done that yet. But that's a thing that you can do with the F3 menu. Whoa, look at how it slides away like that. Pretty cool. Next one is blur. It just blurs the background rather than darkens it. It's really nice. And then we're on to Bobby. This is awesome. When you go to a chunk, it saves it and displays it like a chunk, even though it's fake. So it's like you get to see very far, but you're not actually rendering the chunks. Bounced. This one's just a fun one. When you go into the main menu, your Minecraft icon bounces. Camera overhaul. This is one that I have noticed so much. When you're strafing or anything with this mod installed, it rotates your camera and just makes everything feel so much more immersive. One thing you will want to do if you're playing with this is turn off the vertical velocity pitch factor, because otherwise when you fall, it'll move your camera up and you won't be able to do it MLG, which I'm glad I tested in creative first, because I definitely would have died if that was in survival. Now we're on to camera utils. This just adds a nice zoom. I think that's basically it. Actually, maybe this adds custom F5 or third person modes. Cave dust just makes it dusty in caves. Simple. Center crosshair, again simple. This is a cool mod that like pops up the chunks when you're loading them in. Continuity. This is great. This is what allows me to get these nice connected textures here and also with glass. So normally when you place glass, it has a big ugly outline like this on the outside of every block, but with continuity, it puts it right in this nice smooth glass overlay. Next, we have controlling. That means we can search the keybinds, which is awesome. Discord craft presence. It's really nice. It shows what biome and what server you're on, and you can completely customize it to show your friends what you're playing in Minecraft with a Discord rich presence. Next, we're on to coal leaves. Just makes it more performant. Debugify. This is nice. I'm on Linux, so there's some sort of bug that the game just freezes instead of closing, so I have to kill it manually, but Debugify fixes that. It's great. Disable custom world advice. When you load a world with Tectonic or Terralith, which are coming up later, it'll say, okay, do you want to actually load this world? You might want to make a backup, and this just disables that because it happens every single time. Distant Horizons. Already mentioned this great mod. Do a barrel roll. This is such a fun mod. For example, if I get the elytra and a bit of fireworks. My game might lag, let's see, but then I can fly and go upside down. Whoa, I'm lagging very hard. But I can fly, do big loops and all of that. It can get a bit sickening at times, but it's certainly very cool. I'd recommend trying this out for yourself because I'm lagging so much that you can't really tell what's going on. After do a barrel roll, we have this. Shows the durability, really nice. Eating animation. This is such a great mod. Rather than just holding the steak or any food in your hand, it actually looks like it's getting eaten up. Emoji type. This is a fun one. When you're on a server with someone, you can just do a colon and then type in the name of the emoji, similar to how you do it on Discord. Entity model features and entity texture features is mods that are required for the Better Animations resource pack, which I'll display in just a second. Entity culling performance mod. This mod is very neat. This mod just replaces the default TNT animation into something a bit more, I'd say, cartoony, but also it's very neat. Oh hey, and even some emeralds. That's pretty cool. Back to more mods. This Fabric Permissions API, there's a lot of mods in here that are just libraries or APIs that just other mods require. Fabric Skyboxes, another one of those. It allows resource packs to define custom skyboxes. Falling leaves, this is just nice. It makes the leaves fall. Optimization mod, flashback mod. This is a great mod. It's like a replay mod alternative, but it's a bit more professional. I have another video on that, which I'll link in the description. FPS reducer. This one's pretty cool. When you're tabbed out of the game, it reduces the frames per second, so it's not eating up resources. Free cam. This one, I wasn't sure if I wanted it or not, because it sort of seems like cheating, but it's very nice while building or anything to have a nice free camera that you can go and look around at stuff. It's just spectator mode controls, and it allows you to get a good look at your surroundings. Also, this is the Modrinth edition, so you can't pass through walls, as shown here, and under blocks, anything like that, because that would be certainly cheating. The next mod is Gamma Utils. I just use this for Fulbright, really nice. Another optimization mod, Immersive Thunder. This is a mod that makes Thunder immersive. It just changes the sounds. That's basically it. Iris. This allows for the shaders, optimization, a little 3D maze mod. This is a library, and you certainly need Minecraft. More libraries and stuff. Mod menu. This is what I'm viewing all the mods in. It's so nice. It allows you to configure mods and view them all right in the game. More culling. It culls more things. Pretty simple. Mouse tweaks. This is really great. My favorite part about this mod is that if you're in your inventory like this. I'll put a bunch of diamonds around. Then you could just drag your mouse across and pick all of them up, or put them all into a crafting table or something like that, rather than having to click on each one separately. The next mod we have is no chat reports. It removes the signatures that link your messages to your account introduced somewhat recently. This, you can get more technical information on its page. No resource pack warnings. This is really great when you use a lot of resource pack. I'll show you this later. World generation performance increase. This is when you refresh the server list. It doesn't scroll all the way to the top. More nice animations, and here's ortho camera. So ortho camera allows you to get an orthographic view of your scene. However, you will need to turn off a setting in Sodium that culls a bunch of block faces, because this looks ugly. The next mod is called Packet Fixer. It's another tweaking mod when you're playing on servers. Physics mod. This is such a great mod, and he had to actually make the pro version free, so you can download it off his Patreon for completely free. I don't use this for anything except for just some particle physics and some sort of ragdoll effects. It's really quite funny. That can all be configured right here in physics settings. But let me show you an example of the ragdoll effects, what I really like to use this mod for. So I'll get a pig. I'll spawn a few pigs, and then if I get a sword, this is what happens to the pigs. Oh, it looks sort of brutal, but it's also so funny. It also works with zombies, skeletons, any mob, including a player. I don't know about the Ender Dragon though. That's something you might have to try yourself. Here's the better clouds mod in action. Alright, after the physics mod, we have pickup notifier. When you pick items up, it just pops up right down here and says, oh, you picked up this item. Puddles. Boom. That's all. Just makes puddles. Real arrow tips changes the tip of the arrow to show what type of arrow you're about to shoot if you have multiple in your inventory. Remove reloading screen. I'll show you what this does once we get to resource packs. This removes the, hey, this is our sponsor from Terralith, from the Terralith mod. Here's something for shaders, more APIs. This mod allows for hovering over a shulker box and it'll show you what's inside. This is a great mod. It gives proximity chat and voice chat for servers with the plugin installed. Smooth scroll. When you swap between your inventory items, it makes this nice little animation. It's really neat. Sodium, an optimization mod. You gotta have it. Sound physics. My favorite part about this is it makes stuff echo when you're underground. It's just awesome. Sounds, it adds just some nice, maybe inventory sounds, some other neat sounds too. Another library mod. Tectonic. This gives huge mountains, underwater rivers, and just a bunch of new world generation without adding new biomes. So that's where Terralith comes in. Terralith adds those new biomes. Wakes adds just what the title is. Wakes to entities and boats in the water. And here is the final one called Zero's World Map. When you press a button, it allows you to open up your... When you press a button, it allows you to open up a map of the world on your screen. I'll just press M, and then I can see the entire world map. I can zoom out. It'll generate this, and then I can see what biome it is. So here's Terralith Temperate Highlands. Here's Frozen Peaks, Jagged Peaks, everything here. There's even a nice little village over here. It's a very neat mod. This might sort of be a bit more cheating or cheat-ish than you want, so just pick and choose these mods how you will. The next thing we are onto is resource packs. So fresh animations is a must-have resource pack. It gives some really funny animations to villagers, pillagers, zombie villagers, cows, zombies, every single thing. This connects the grass textures. It makes everything just look nicer. Here's the culling leaves. This one gives that nice connected textures in between blocks. What I don't like about this resource pack though is the apostrophe. It's not possessive, don't put the apostrophe. Here's just some different grass types. This adds some fringe to leaves, it's pretty nice. Some door tweaks, that's all. It just tweaks the doors a little bit. 3D crops is awesome, same with 3D lanterns, 3D ladders, and 3D rails. It just makes all of those things 3D. This adds some nice little icons to enchantments. Here's the eating animation mod I told you about earlier. This is also the glass pane feature that I showed you in continuity earlier. Same with this. Also, you can get visible auras if you want, Patrick's resource packs, default dark mode if you want, and a funny little mod, rather resource pack that makes cats fat. This no reloading screen mod is shown right here. This bar just comes up at the bottom, but it doesn't freeze your game when it's reloading the resource packs. Maybe just for a second at the very end, but it removes that big annoying Mojang symbol that pops up. One more thing, you'll notice that none of these have the red incompatible warning. That was the mod that I showed you earlier. Alright, and that's all my mods. I hope you'll have as much fun playing with these mods as I have. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you learned something, and God bless.